You know, something you hear from women all the time is, ugh, why are all the good guys always taken, gay, or dead? It's interesting that they're interested in those dead guys, but
No, they're not, Jeff.
I always tell them, hey, don't worry, because statistically speaking, a bunch of those taken guys are going to get divorced.
Oh,
And then he'll be down and out
I
and
mean-
ready for a rebound. So just be patient.
Oh,
Never
it's terrible.
looked on the light side and dark side at the
Yeah.
same time.
Well, that's what one of our listeners, Kaylee, did. She waited and caught a guy at his rock bottom post-divorce.
Oh,
And now she's emailing us for help.
man.
Welcome, Kaylee.
Not a great intro, Kaylee.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Yeah, you're
We're
like the
good.
cheetah getting the weakened gazelle at the back of the herd, aren't you?
I've never really kind of thought about it like that, but yeah, you could kind of say that.
Okay. So, you know
So
what?
what's the name of the wounded gazelle that we're calling today?
His name is Ian.
Okay.
Ian.
And how do you know Ian?
I met him through a friend of a friend. He was recently divorced, supposed to be a real quality guy. So it sounded like a good idea. Why not?
Have you ever dated a divorced guy before?
No, I haven't.
Well, that's good
Okay.
that you're open-minded to it.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
Yeah, why not? If I'm not open to that, who knows? I'll be single forever. You gotta-
Yeah. So did you set the date up through friends or did you actually talk to Ian?
Well, since we had the same friends in common, they gave each other, our numbers, so we were able to start texting one another,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So then, as we started talking through text, we found that we had something like really big in common, and that's camping.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Yeah, I love camping. I used to do it a lot with my family when I was younger. And this is the first time I've met a guy who was just into it as much as me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of guys that say that they're into it, but it's hard to find one that could actually follow through.
Dude, it's hard to be into camping. Us dudes, you have to know how to set up a tent and a fire.
Well,
I'm scared of camping.
Yeah.
I get a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
I feel
Okay,
like,
Jose.
to go camping.
I mean, did you guys actually think of going camping on your first date, or you were just talking about it as something in common?
You are psychic because that's exactly what we did for our first date. We went
What?
camping.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
That's a huge commitment.
Yeah, like a whole
Yeah.
weekend.
Well, it wasn't a whole weekend. It was more just an overnight trip, but it's still a big deal.
Yeah, it is like if you go out there and you don't like the guy, you're stuck with him.
Or it's the perfect way to get rid of him and no one will know.
Oh, Jeff!
No! What?
Wow.
Back to the dead guy option.
I mean, he's taken just as big of a risk as you are, so it's
guess.
kind of even playing field, I think.
Yeah, you're both kind of vulnerable.
Well, I mean, we did. I made it clear we're going to sleep in separate sleeping bags.
Okay.
You know?
But same tent. You're going to do same
Yeah,
tent.
Same tent. Same tent.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Oh, wow.
He held in so many farts all night long.
So how did it go?
Well, just to be clear, we also took separate cars too, and we
Okay.
met at the camping site. So when we first got there, we did a hike around the area, which went well. I mean, handsome guy hiking through the woods and everything. That's a win for me already.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm also turned on for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when we came back, we started setting up camp. He was in charge of making a fire, and I was in charge of setting up the tent and everything.
Okay.
And then, I did notice it was a bit abandoned. There wasn't many people around us or anything, and it kind of started getting dark. And as we're setting things up, we heard sounds in the woods, and yeah.
Oh, God.
No.
What'd you hear?
No, this is why I don't go camping.
Stop, Jose. What'd you hear?
I mean, it sounded like a bear, but it could have been a human.
No!
Oh, my God. That's
Was
so
there-
scary.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, it's okay.
What'd you
I mean,
do?
they're in the wilderness.
And Jose, literally ran to the corner of
He
the studio
did.
just
want
when
to
you said it.
escape. I'm scared.
I mean, it really honestly sounded like a bear that was in heat, which makes it kind of funnier, but
Kind of set the mood for
Yeah.
us, you know?
He knew a date was going on.
But yeah, so then my kind of personality. Honestly, I'm the type of person. If I hear something, I want to see what it is. I don't, even if
my
it's
gosh.
a bear doing its thing, I just want to go find out for myself and make sure that we're safe.
No.
I don't know if that's the smartest move.
Oh, my goodness.
And then I just want to play with their cubs.
Right.
That's all I want to do.
It's very brave, though.
Thank you. Well, I took my flashlight and I wanted to go take a look, and I was asking if he wanted to come along, so we could just like go make sure everything's all good. And he said no, he'd rather stay back with the fire.
Yup, smart guy. I like him even more.
Jose, she lived. She's on the phone with
I
us.
know, but still, why are you putting anyone in that scenario? You
Oh, my
stay in the tent
God.
and you pray to God.
So what was
make
it?
sure we're okay, I don't know. I don't know if he was scared or something, but he stayed behind.
Okay.
So I went out there in the woods, and I was looking around for like 10 minutes.
Oh, my
But I
gosh.
didn't see a thing, just to let you all guys know. Like, I
Okay.
didn't see
Thank
anything.
gosh.
No, yeah,
Okay, good.
Yeah, so...
We're safe now.
Jose.
So I came back to Ian, and honestly, he was acting different. Like, super
What do you mean?
quiet. He didn't want to talk to me. And, like, a couple of minutes later, he said, no, actually, I want to go.
What? He left?
What?
Seriously, he packed up everything, so I just followed along. I started packing up. We went to the cars, and he peeled off.
What?
No.
Do you think he was just that scared of something that was probably just a raccoon?
Or he could even have been embarrassed. I mean, because when you really think about it, I'm the one that went out to make sure we were safe.
Right. So that may have been like emasculating to him or
It could have
whatever.
been. But, I mean, one of us had to do it. We're not going to just sit there like ducks and get eaten by a bear,
Yeah.
So I text him nothing. I asked some of our friends that we had in common, have they heard from him? They said they haven't.
Oh,
So here
man.
I am. I'm asking help from you guys. You have to help me.
So it
Well, and
sounds
that's-
like he chickened out and just too embarrassed. Like,
But it's so frustrating because he obviously liked you enough to agree for an overnight camping trip. I mean, that's a big agreement. So
True.
he's also missing out because of this stupid like stigma that he has,
Yeah.
where he wasn't manly enough or something, if that is the case.
Right.
Is there a chance that his ex-wife called
oh,
and he had to go somewhere?
or she was the one in
So
the woods.
maybe it was a cougar.
Ooh. You never know. But we're going to find out. We'll play a song, we'll come back, and we'll call Ian for you and try and get you your second date update, okay?
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, hold on. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, we're on the phone with Kaylee, who had a run-in with a real-life bear.
Oh my God!
You see,
That makes it sound.
normally you find them out in the clubs wearing
right,
leather
yeah.
chaps and drinking vodka tonics,
Yeah.
Different bears.
but Kaylee had an unusual experience because she encountered one out in the woods.
Those aren't the fun bears.
No, those aren't the sexy ones, are they?
She was on a camping trip with her date named Ian, and she heard some weird noises coming from out in the brush and went out to explore thinking it might be a bear and found nothing. Instead, though, when she came back to the campsite, her date Ian was acting a little bit strange and decided that he wanted to leave.
Yeah.
So that's how the date ended for them, and now Kaylee doesn't know what went wrong.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened. I really hope I didn't make him feel bad. I don't know.
I mean, you were trying to protect him. Like, I get that. Of
I
all
know,
people,
but
I
it-
would be thankful.
Yeah, but it makes most men feel bad.
Totally. But that's
Which
what-
isn't your fault, Kaylee. I mean, if it comes back and he confesses that he actually hates camping, would you still want to date him?
Yeah, I mean, do you know all the single losers out there?
Yeah. I mean, she's already stooped to dating like a divorcee. Like,
Stupid.
how much lower can you go?
Oh, you can go lower.
I know, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Well, here's what we're going to do. Let's get Ian on the phone and figure out what happened, okay?
Excellent. Thank you so much.
All right, let's dial his phone number. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Ian, please?
You got him.
Hey, Ian. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. You have a moment to talk with us?
What radio show, man?
It's called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Oh, okay. Don't know, but okay. Yeah,
Cool. You should listen sometime.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of radio shows, just not this one. Sorry,
Okay.
man.
So you have taste. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Ian.
Ouch. All right, well, this radio show does something kind of dumb called a second date update, and that's what we're doing with you right now.
Second date update.
Yes. That's where if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards they're not calling you back, you can reach out to us and we'll call them for you to try and figure out the reason why.
Okay. So what's this all about?
So a woman reached out to us because you went out with her recently. That woman's name's Kaylee. You remember Kaylee?
Oh my God. Okay. Kaylee, yeah.
So she told us about your date, and she said you guys were having a really good time, and then it ended kind of weird, and she doesn't know what happened.
Wait, she reached out to you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you won't hit her up, man.
You got to understand why she'd be confused. I mean, she told us that you agreed to go camping with her. I mean, that's a big commitment to do on a first date, and then you left before, like, nightfall even really hit.
So she told you I left. Okay, what else did she tell you?
There was a bear.
Well, she said she heard a noise out in the woods, and she went to go explore to see what it was, and then when
She told you there was a noise. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then when she came back, she said you were acting a little bit different, and you wanted to leave immediately.
Hey, and it's okay, man. If you were scared, that's fine. I mean, Jose was literally
still
terrified
scared.
of everything, and it's all right.
I'm still
I don't know who Jose is, but, you know.
That's me, bro.
I'm just saying you're in good company if it was just too much for you
Yeah.
to hear something that you thought was a large animal.
Totally understandable, bro.
I don't know what she said about this stuff, but I don't know if she's got the right idea here. I don't
Well,
think...
can you help us get the right idea? Because she has no clue what went wrong.
And she really likes you. She thinks you're rad.
She said that?
Yeah, she
Yes.
thinks you're super cool. You can tell us anything, and we won't judge you too harsh.
You guys are cool, man. I just start listening to you more often, I think.
Hey.
Please do.
So here's the deal. I was going to call her back, okay? I needed more time.
Okay.
That's it.
More time for what?
Like since your divorce?
Okay, wow. She did tell you a lot about me.
Yeah.
But listen, it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm divorced. You have to trust me on that.
Okay.
I was going to call her back. So, like, here's the deal, okay? She heard this noise, and she grabbed the flashlight, and she said she's going to explore, and I didn't want to.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for her to get back. I don't know where she is. It's like 15, 20 minutes. So I'm standing up, I'm looking out into the darkness, and I slip into the fire, and I badly burn my arm.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that's terrible. Why wouldn't you just tell
Yeah.
her that?
Oh my gosh.
Are you okay?
Well, I'm fine now, but she came back eventually, and I'm doing everything I can in my power to pretend like it's not hurting. I think I was a little embarrassed, so I just kept quiet, but I'm in so much pain.
Oh, my
And
God.
I know I needed medical attention, right? But I didn't want to make a big deal out of it.
Why?
Men are so weird. Men are so freaking weird, dude. What do you think she would have said? Like, oh, you burnt your arm, what, you big baby?
Haley said she loved camping so much, and I didn't want to pretend like I'm a novice at it. I like it, but I'm not done it a lot. And, you know, it's our first date, and we're going to spend a night together. Who knows what was going to happen?
Ian, she could have helped you. She could have gotten some ice for you.
I understand, dude. That's exactly. I totally get it, bro.
Where would she get the ice?
I assume you brought a cooler, Ian. You're camping. Where else are you going to keep your
He
food?
said he's a novice.
Maybe she brought the ice. I didn't know we had any ice.
Oh my
Okay,
God, Ian.
so that's why you left, because you had burned your arm.
Well, yeah, I needed medical attention. I needed to drive to the hospital. I looked on my GPS on my phone. There was a hospital 4 miles away. And I got in, and look, I was literally had melted plastic from my jacket burnt into my skin.
Oh, Ian.
Ouch. Owie.
Dude.
Ian, why did you wait to call her? Just tell her these things.
Well, it took 2 or 3 weeks for it to heal, and, like, I just needed more time. And I felt, like, awkward and embarrassed being that I was recently divorced and not dating for years.
Lying about the
Yeah.
camping thing.
You're worried that she's going to think that you're
Less of a man.
less of a man because the fire burns you.
You know what? I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
That's right. Real men don't get
Yeah,
burned.
real
Yeah.
men are immune to fire.
Yes, that is right.
You know what? I understand that.
I
Oh
do
my God.
understand, bro.
You're
Thank
immune.
you.
I mean, you're immune to logic is what it sounds like to me, not to fires.
Well, I hope I'm not stepping out of line here and hurting your feelings anymore, but I do have something I need to tell you, Ian.
Okay.
I need to tell you that Kaylee's actually been on the other line listening, and she heard everything that you said.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't, not to make you feel like any less of a man, but she knows it all now.
It's like the feeling of a fire in my arm, but now it's in my chest.
Oh, Ian, it's fine. The truth will
Kaylee.
set you free, man.
Kaylee, kiss his boo-boo. Come on.
Ian,
I'm super embarrassed.
I'm so confused. Why didn't you just say something?
Hi, Kaylee.
Hi, Ian.
Oh.
I mean, I feel bad, but I can't help but to laugh a little. Like,
I don't know. I'm new. I'm a novice camper, and I'm a novice dater.
Oh,
and
my.
I really dug you, and it's my bad. If I can apologize,
You
I
could,
will. I'm sorry.
you could definitely apologize. I just don't, you should have said something. Oh, my God.
Seriously, you're like leaving this woman thinking that she did something horrible or you hate her.
I was over here thinking the whole time that, like, maybe I made you feel bad because I was the one that went out there to find out what the scary sound was, you know? And the fact that you didn't come, help figure it out, I thought maybe I made you feel bad somehow.
No, not at all. In fact, I thought you were a superhero. I mean, I was just like, I was into you, and it was empowering to watch a woman go out and, like, defend us from the big bear that I saw.
Oh, my God, you're the cutest, Ian.
He is the cutest. I don't understand. I mean, you should have just said, hey, I burned myself. Let's go to the doctor. I would have went with you to urgent care.
Yeah, Ian, if you had told her, Kaylee probably would have defended you and just punched that fire right in the face. Defended your honor.
You don't touch my man.
Oh, my God, this is the cutest story ever.
Yeah, I mean, Ian, would you be up for going out on another date with Kaylee? Because we'll pay for it.
100%.
I mean, after your burns heal, of course, but we'd like you guys to hook up again.
I'm super excited, and I promise I'll bring a blanket to make sure to cover the burns.
No, maybe a fireproof suit.
Yeah, no.
Or let's just not go camping
Yeah,
anymore.
let's stick to the city for you, Ian. That's fine. That's fine, honey.
This sounds awesome. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. This is great.
Oh, I'm so excited
I know.
for you,
I
too.
love.
Me too. I'm so excited. I just pitched a tent.
Whoa, oh my God, Jeffrey!
in the middle of the
Camping,
studio.
guys. You're disgusting.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Weekdays 6 till 10.
1049 Virgin Radio. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A guy named Dave is on the phone for a second date update today, and he says he met the girl he wants to call at a bookstore.
Oh,
It's interesting because I don't know how you meet somebody on Amazon.
No.
Maybe she was she like tech support or you had some sort of chat, like where you were chatting with someone? How'd you do that, Dave?
It was a one-on-one chat, yeah. And then I asked her for her number.
Wait, what?
No.
It was for real on Amazon?
No. It was I know there aren't many left, but yeah, it was at an actual bookstore.
Wow.
I love bookstores.
I've read about those places online.
You read about them?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you actually met her in a bookstore. How'd that work? Did she work there or?
Yeah, so I was looking for this finance book, just like looking for different like investment strategies, and I couldn't find the book, so I asked for some help, and she actually ended up helping me find the book.
That's a smart way to
and
do
she's
it.
Like,
yeah, I got all this extra cash laying around. I just need finance books, because I've got so much money. Yeah,
Yeah, I wish I would have actually thought about that. It'd probably been a better approach.
No, I think it's someone who works at a bookstore isn't going to be money hungry.
Yeah.
Else they'd be doing something else besides selling books.
Pretty moderate living, I would assume.
What's her name, by the way?
Oh, her name's Ireland.
Oh, cool.
Ireland?
Like the country?
Does she go by Irish for short?
No, it's Ireland, Lyn.
Oh, okay.
Still
That's
pretty
got to
cool.
be obnoxious your
Yeah.
whole life.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Scotland. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, Lynn.
Yeah, she basically she told me that she had read the book. She was really helpful about it.
Awesome.
She pointed out a couple chapters specifically that she had liked, and
Helpful.
yeah, it was good.
And then is that when you asked her out?
Yeah, I pretty much just asked her out right after that.
Okay.
I don't know. So I was just kind of like, I just felt like there was a vibe happening, and
Okay.
That's cute.
What'd you guys end up doing?
so we ended up just kind of meeting up and going to just like a happy hour. And conversation was good. We didn't really, we were able to talk about like more personal things, not really about, what I was in the bookstore for.
So you guys were able to find some topics to connect on?
Yeah, but there was one part of the date where I felt like I maybe kind of went overboard, maybe overshared a little bit.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
That's not good.
What'd you overshare?
So, how like sometimes you always have the back and forth of like, what's your most embarrassing story?
Mm-hmm.
I think I may have just like told her like the most embarrassing story rather than just kind of like ease into the embarrassing stories.
What is
maybe
it?
something a little bit lighter. It's so stupid. Whenever I was 14 years old, I went to I had a wedding that I went to, and I ended up making out my cousin.
Oh, that's a lot, man.
Yeah. No matter what
Yeah.
age, it's usually not a good thing to share with someone that you've made out with your cousin.
Did you tell the story as if you had a lot of regret, or maybe you didn't know it was your cousin?
Well, I mean, it was just the most embarrassing thing that I've ever happened to me in my life. It was just it was obviously just a mistake. I had no idea. Yeah, I didn't find out until much later, afterwards.
Okay.
And her embarrassing story was just she tripped on a sidewalk. It wasn't even that embarrassing.
Oh,
Yeah, so nothing compared to yours. You should have let her go
No.
first. That way you could gauge it,
Exactly. Should have let her go first, but
Oh,
yeah, she was a little taken back by it. And yeah, right there, I was just kind of oh no.
Yeah. I mean, you were 14. You didn't even know it was your cousin. I have a hard time believing that's a deal breaker for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy I didn't tell her that I thought my cousin was really hot at the time, because that would have probably threw her off even more.
Because you did. All right.
How were
feel like-
things after that? Did the date end quickly?
I mean, it didn't really end quickly. It probably lasted a little bit longer, maybe a couple hours. But
Oh, it's a lot
it's a
longer.
long time.
at the end of the night, I asked her if she wanted me to, because she only lived a couple blocks away, but I asked her if she wanted me to walk her home, and she kind of hesitated at first. So it kind of felt like it was a pity walk, to be honest with you guys.
I don't know. I think she could be hesitating because maybe she, I would feel like you were trying to get up into my place.
Yeah, but it was also kind of the conversation just kind of died down. It felt maybe I'm awkward, but I kind of picked up on it. And then I didn't try to kiss her at the end of the night just because didn't feel like the chemistry was there anymore. And
Yeah. She wasn't your cousin, so why are you going to try to go after her kiss,
that's kind of a low blow. I mean, I'm already
So did you guys say you were going to make plans for later, or?
we didn't make anything official, just kind of I had a great time, definitely want to hang out again, but it's just kind of almost just being nice to each other.
Yeah.
But I've reached out to her a couple times. I've not heard anything back from her.
Yeah, it sounds like things definitely fizzled out, which is not a good way to end.
I don't know. I still want to try, though, just because, I really felt at least initially, we had a really good connection. And, maybe if I said something stupid or, other than the big thing, maybe I could explain myself.
Right.
But I really felt like it was worth it for me to try to reach back out to her.
Okay. All right, well, play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, all right?
All right.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Any first date that involves a kiss is usually a good thing. Unless that kiss happens to be with your cousin. And you're not on a date with your cousin.
Oh my God, we're not going to let this die, are we?
No, we're not. We're talking to Dave right now, who's on the phone for a second date update. He went out with this girl named Ireland. He thinks the reason he's not getting a call back is because during their date, they were doing the whole, what's your most embarrassing moment thing. And he went first and said his most embarrassing moment was he accidentally made out with his cousin when he was 14 at a wedding. He didn't know it was his cousin at the time, but either way, he shared that with her. And then her story was much more tame, like she tripped and fell or something like that. And he realized that it was kind of an overshare. He said things got a little awkward after that. They ended the night without a goodnight kiss. They said goodbye, and he's been trying to text her since then and hasn't heard anything back. All right, Dave, are you about ready to call her?
Yeah, definitely.
If you were going to try to sell her on a second date, what would be the most positive thing that happened on your first that you think could get her?
I just felt like we just had such good chemistry. The conversation was so good. I just, just the whole vibe of the evening felt really good.
Until the end when it fizzled out.
Yeah, I mean, I also definitely shouldn't have told her that I made out with my hot cousin.
Yeah. You should also not call your cousin hot anymore.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
Take that out.
All right. I'm going to dial her phone number right now, okay?
All right.
All right.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Ireland, please?
Yeah, this is Ireland.
How are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What? You're calling from the radio?
Yeah. The name of the show is Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
Brooke and Jubal are people, and then in the morning is the time that it's on usually.
I don't think that that's what she's confused.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
I mean, I used to listen to you guys, but I haven't listened in a while.
Okay.
She dropped us.
Well, do you remember the second date updates then?
Maybe?
Okay.
You didn't listen
Maybe.
very much.
Well, that's why we're calling you today.
Okay. So what exactly is it?
Well, that's if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up blowing them off. That person can email us and ask us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. So we got an email about you from Dave.
Oh, no, thank you. No.
Oh, that's a quick no, thank you.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
Why?
Do you want to tell us why you don't want to hear from Dave again?
Let me just say that he's not the kind of guy that I want to spend time with, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
Can you give us a little more information? Because he said he really liked you.
And you sound like very strong in your opinion of Dave, and from his description of the date, everything seemed to go fairly well.
I mean, yeah, it did at first. He seemed really nice at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We had good conversation, but then some red flags popped up.
Was it about his cousin?
Just go right into it, huh? dude?
God. I mean,
You know what we're talking about?
oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was kind of gross.
Yeah, he told us about that. He said that, your date was pretty good. He admits that he felt like that was an overshare.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I'm even more surprised he told you guys about it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you asked for most embarrassing story, and I would say kissing your cousin, good thing to give.
Probably top of the list.
I mean, is it a good embarrassing story for a first date?
No.
Probably wait on it a little bit,
Second date, maybe?
But I was telling him, because he was 14, I guess, when it happened, and he didn't even know it was his cousin. I was telling him that that's probably not a deal breaker. Am I wrong?
I mean, it was really weird. It was kind of gross, and it was surprising. But honestly, gosh, there was something even more disturbing as we were talking.
Okay.
What, he kissed his mom?
No, God, not that I know of. We were talking about TV, of all things, and he told me that he thought Kim Kardashian was really witty and funny.
Okay.
Wait, and that's
No way.
That's how I reacted. I laughed because I thought he was joking, and so I was laughing. But he was 100% serious.
What?
I don't know. I could see sometimes the sisters, like when they bicker back and forth, they can be kind of funny.
Yeah, Courtney or maybe Chloe, but not Kim.
I mean, I can't, like, the fact that you like them so much. He loves them.
Oh.
He loves them. Like, he was going on about how successful they are and that they're funny, and he was defending them. And, like, look, don't tell me, like, yes, they're successful, great, so happy for them.
Yeah.
But they are not intentionally funny and witty, okay?
Okay.
I'll give you that. You laugh at them, not really with them.
Exactly. And he kept defending them, and oh my gosh, he said they were brainy.
So that's the reason that you don't want to go out with him again, is because he likes the Kardashians?
Love sounds like.
How could you go out with someone that you know that that's how they feel about the Kardashians?
Oh, come on. I mean, my husband has horrible taste in music. I've had to go to a lot of Jason Mraz shows, all right?
Jason Mraz is a treasure.
He's not the best musician out there. And I'm just saying, like, it works out for us. You can have different opinions on things.
Well, I mean, at least the guy can sing and play guitar. You know, he has talent, like actual talent.
That's
Yeah.
true.
What kind of talent do they have?
I mean,
Makeup?
Making
Yeah.
money. They're really good at making money.
I mean, I'll respect them, but I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, yes, the Kardashians.
Yeah.
okay.
It was funny. Like, after the date, I talked to my friends about it, and we were laughing about the fact that he loved the Kardashians.
God, you're just making fun of him.
All right.
He's
Well,
the Kardashian guy.
Yes, exactly. Like, I got a story out of it, one and done. Like, do your thing, I'll do mine.
okay. Well, hopefully I can help you add to your story a little bit, because Dave is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. Dave, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. You're not updating your Kardashian fan blog right now?
Very funny. How can you seriously not respect the Kardashians? I mean, like, they're smart, they're funny. Obviously, they're business savvy.
How could you?
You watch the show?
Dave, we talked about this already. You are not going to convince me. I am never coming over to the Kardashian side. No.
And Dave,
the dark
shouldn't your
side.
argument be like, hey, we can like different things. I'm cool if you don't like the Kardashians.
I mean, not really. Like, how could you disagree with that?
I mean, Ireland, I think, disagrees with it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people.
I do. I mean, the next thing he's going to say, he's going to tell me that Kanye West is sane.
No one thinks that.
How could you know how he is, like, how he feels? I mean, he's constantly being bombarded by the media. You know, they're constantly trying to spin what he's trying to do. I mean, he's also very successful. Look at what he's done with Adidas.
That's true. And the Yeezys.
Now I've heard it all. Oh my God.
So, I mean, I guess you're going to say just Kylie is whatever, right? She's just on Forbes for no reason. She should be your role model. Aren't you don't you have goals, financial goals? How can you not look up to her?
Okay, so now you're telling me I need to take advice from Kylie Jenner. And
I mean, maybe.
this is coming from the guy who made out with his cousin.
I told you that was unintentional. I did not know until afterwards.
All right. Well,
Dude, Dave, you are
was
fired
14.
up, man.
It was an accident.
Ireland, would you like to go out on a second date with Dave? We'll pay for it.
No, how can you go on a second date with me if you do not respect the Kardashians?
Oh.
You don't want a date now, dude?
So you're turning down the date?
Yeah, I'm turning them down the date. You don't even need to ask her that. I already know exactly what my decision is. It's like, how can you not want to have a business and be successful and you don't look up to them in some way? I mean, that's I find that to be contradicting.
Do
What are
not
you talking
Wow.
about, Dave?
I didn't see this coming
Like,
either.
the Kardashians are like the most narcissistic, materialistic, like surface people.
You'd probably be that way, too, if the media was all on top of you trying to spin your story, but you guys' show obviously is not popular, so it's not something that you really need to deal with.
I agree. Until I figure
Dang,
out
bro.
the proper pencil for my eyebrows, it's not going to work. We're not going to get that kind of love. So, all right, Dave,
Oh, wow.
you don't want another date with Ireland.
Absolutely no, but I do have one question for her, and I want her to be completely serious. Would she or would she not trade lives with Kim Kardashian, or is she just going to be so jealous that she's going to say, like, what?
Oh.
The answer is no, absolutely
Okay.
not.
What?
Oh, I'm with
Cool.
her. I wouldn't do it.
I was
No
switching
way.
a
Yeah,
heartbeat.
me
No,
too.
yuck.
Give me the money.
Yep, that's what I thought. Just another jealous.
Oh, wow.
And it sounds like,
Ireland!
man, you need to be
Unnecessary.
added to the Kardashians PR team, Dave. I think you do great at it. Ireland, thank you for your time.
Thank you, I guess. I have no idea what just happened.
I think it just reinforced that you made a good decision not calling him back.
Yeah, 100%.
Dave, thanks for doing the second date update. Hopefully you'll find somebody who's just as into the Kardashians as you are in the future, okay?
Well, I'm surprised you guys didn't make another cousin joke.
No, I was about to say that in the dating world, making out with your cousin is less offensive than liking the Kardashians.
There it is. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
We talk about listeners planning epic date nights all the time.
Yeah, I'm impressed by some of them.
But this one could literally go down in the record books.
What?
Wow.
And when I say literally, I do mean literally.
Oh,
Okay.
they were like breaking records?
And when I say go down,
Oh, what?
you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
must have been a good time then.
Anyway,
Record breaker.
welcome Kyle to the show. What's up, Kyle?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Oh,
Hey, what's up, buddy?
you sound like a crazy record breaker, Kyle.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a lot of energy. So tell us about the girl that you went out with. What's her name?
Her name's Abby. She's pretty awesome. We met on Hinge.
Okay. How long did you talk with Abby before your guys' first date?
I don't know, maybe like a good week,
Okay.
Okay.
maybe even a little bit more than that.
What did you find attractive about Abby?
Well, I mean, she's beautiful. Like, a lot of her photos were travel, like, around the world, and I love traveling, and she looks like she likes to have a lot of fun, and so...
You know that's a strategy, right? That we put those photos... Okay.
Yeah.
anyways.
Of course. And it
Just
worked,
checking.
Alexis.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so what did you and Abby end up doing for your date? You mentioned something about breaking records in your email.
Yeah, so she's got a pretty crazy schedule, so we were having a hard time pinning down a date, and, like, the only time she had open was a night I already had an event planned with some of my buddies.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I just thought, you know what, my friends are nice guys, and even though it was a big event, I would have a lot of time to, like, spend with her, so I invited her along.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
No?
Like,
No.
no, there's not very much pressure. You know, it's more of a hangout, like, get to know you situation. I mean, I guess depending on what the event was with your buddies.
That's
Maybe I
true.
should ask that.
Yeah, what was it?
Yeah, so I guess, like, in hindsight, maybe it wasn't the best thing
Uh-oh.
to invite her to. So, like, you've heard of the Guinness Book of World Records, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
So I have always, since I was a kid, always wanted to be in it. And I found one that my friends and I have been working towards. So, okay, my buddy owns a bar.
Okay.
It's the Guinness Book of World Records has a woman in Germany. She opened 8 bottles of beer with her feet in under a minute.
Whoa.
Wait, you were trying to break that record that night?
I mean, it's not the first time I've tried, but this was like the real, like, this was going to be it.
Official.
Okay.
Wow.
I thought you said
dude.
you'd have time to talk to her.
Oh, dude. But having a girl watch you break a world record, like, there's no other.
Does that cut up your toes?
I'm sure it does.
Yeah, I mean, what are the rules of this?
So basically, you use like duct tape and you put bottle openers on your feet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
That sounds more realistic.
you're at a
Yeah.
bar with your buddy walking around with bottle openers duct taped to your feet trying to impress a lady.
Not the whole time. I mean, like just like for the competition. But of course, like when we walk in, all my friends are there. There's other people there who are like, they know what's happening. So they start chanting my name. They're like, Kyle, Kyle, Kyle. So she looks at me like, what is going on?
Wait a
But,
minute.
like,
You didn't prep her beforehand? She was looking around like, what's going on? You didn't tell her what you were going to be doing?
yeah, sort of.
Oh,
So
man.
she walks in and like sees her date with bottle openers strapped to his bare feet, and she's thinking, "Oh God, this is the
I
guy."
hope nobody orders a beer.
I mean, look, I didn't want to brag about it. I didn't want to like say I'm going to be doing this really cool thing.
No, you're right. You shouldn't brag about that.
I mean, the thing is, don't lie about the schedule. You invited her there because you were the star of the night and you thought you would impress her, which is fine. But let's just be honest right now.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, there's worse things, so I don't think it was that bad.
Okay. You know,
Okay,
that's
maybe
fine.
we're too quick to judge this.
Yeah,
Like,
it sounds kind of fun.
tell us more about what happened once Abby got there and you guys were hanging out with your bottle open feet.
Well, hold on, I was just like say the bottle openers weren't on my feet yet.
Oh,
We were just like having a good time, and then it was time. So I have to go get ready, put the bottle openers on my feet, and then it's time. And you got to go. You got a minute. I've got to get 9 bottles open to beat the
Whoa.
record.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Jeez.
Unfortunately, I did not.
Oh.
Oh.
How many did you get through?
I got to the 6th bottle, but it just, I don't know. My feet were tired. It was a beast.
Wait, so I have a question because this record sounds really important to you. After you didn't do it, did you like pout? I mean, were you a sore loser?
I don't think I was. It was one of those things, I wasn't going to let it ruin my life or even ruin my night.
Did you at
Okay.
least give her one of the opened foot beers?
Ew.
He's like,
Could sign the back of it.
Gross.
I'll sign the back when I actually
Oh.
beat the record.
he's like,
Yeah.
"Look,
Makes sense.
I'll make you a martini. Grabs
Makes
the shaker
sense.
with his foot. And
Yeah.
just starts-
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to drink out of one of the shameful failed
Hey.
foot beers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true,
no.
true.
You know what they say about a man that's good with his feet, though?
That's good with
He's
the
What?
weird.
I don't know, but
Okay.
it sounded
Oh.
like the good start of something.
Yeah, maybe. So, I mean, it sounds like kind of a fun event for the crowd, but was
Yeah.
there any actual romance happening between
Yeah.
you and Abby during this whole time?
Doesn't seem romantic.
No.
No.
But it's funny, there was a part where I told her, we were talking about the competition. I said, anybody could do this. I bet you could do it. Let me see your feet. And, she took her shoe off and she let me see her foot. And that was pretty cool.
Okay,
Wow, yeah,
you're
I
right.
love that.
Very
on a first
hot.
date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, how long has it been since this happened?
Almost 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And how did you leave that night?
We both drove there separately. So it was a hug and a kiss on the cheek.
Okay.
All my friends were around. So I was going to be,
Ah.
Oh, okay.
You missed the opportunity to drive her home with your feet, bro. Now that one is still the deal.
That's impressive.
Foot high five.
Yeah.
It's a good sign, though.
No,
that-
no, no.
It's a good sign, though, that she at least gave you a hug and a kiss at the end of the night. So maybe there is a chance here.
And showed her foot.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's racy. even.
Yeah.
So let's give it a shot. We're going to play a song. We'll come back, dial her number, maybe using my feet.
Oh, please don't,
Oh.
Jeff.
We could be here for 17 minutes, but we're going to do your second date right after this.
Thank you, guys.
All right, hold on, man. If you're just jumping into the second date, one of our listeners, Kyle, had a one-of-a-kind date night
That's
with
true.
a woman named Abby.
Very well said.
Yes.
I
Very
can't think of a
one-of-a-kind.
better way to say that.
Yes.
So he brought her to a bar that one of his buddies owns, and the activity for the night was Kyle attempting to set a new world record for number of beer bottles opened with his feet.
It was like a whole event at the bar.
Yeah. If you're wondering, I guess you strap bottle openers to your toes, and you have to do it that way. 8 was the record to beat in under a minute.
Under a minute.
And after the minute was up, Kyle only managed to open 6.
Oh, man.
No
so
wonder
close.
she's not calling him
Loser.
back. Yeah.
It was a failure, not just on setting the record, but it would seem also for the date because, like Brooke said, Abby has not been returning Kyle's calls. But Kyle, before we reach out to her, I want to leave you with this quote, okay? Failure defeats losers, but inspires winners.
Oh, deep.
I hate quotes.
I saw that spray painted.
Alexis doesn't understand it.
I saw that
like,
spray
who
painted on the
cares?
side of a wall of a methadone clinic, so I feel like
That's
really
good.
it's worth repeating.
Have we ever considered that she was the last record holder and she was offended?
Was
that
she
he
Ger-
was trying
it was
to
a
break
German
the record?
woman.
Yeah.
She could be German. We haven't called her yet.
Who knows? It's possible. Kyle, what do you think?
Sure.
I think you could come back from this, Kyle. I mean, that's the thing.
Really?
I don't think where you messed up is actually doing the world record thing. I think it's not telling her before you got to the bar, not preparing her for that event.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But like, I wasn't trying to like trick her or anything. It was a surprise.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
weren't being
right.
a creeper or weird or
Right.
anything. You were just doing your own thing.
It's
Right.
kind of a bro night.
It's always good for a person to have passions. Yours are just a little bit different than
Yeah.
others.
You're a little out there.
Did you hear,
Yeah.
Jose? You're not a creeper. You're just a guy that opens bottles with his feet.
Makes sense.
There's a
Exactly.
difference.
Right, so here we go. I feel ready to make this call. Do you feel ready?
I do, absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
That's the winning attitude that we need. I'm going to
Let's
dial
go.
Abby's number right now. Here we go.
Hello,
Hey, I'm looking for Abby.
this is Abby.
Hi, Abby. My name's Jeff. I work on a morning radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Oh, I know your show.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Abby. That's awesome.
Let's remember this day.
I know.
This is a big day.
Maybe we should all retire now. Like, let's end on a high point. But no, Abby, so we're doing something called the second date. I guess you might be familiar with that.
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations.
So,
Oh,
yeah, I mean, congratulations is a word.
It means somebody really likes you.
Yes, that's true, Abby. And so, obviously, you know how this works. Someone's trying to get a hold of you. Their name's Kyle.
oh gosh, of course it is.
Okay.
It sounds like
is.
it sounds like you two had a very memorable night.
Yes.
Yes, it was weird.
Yeah.
She
'cause-
said it, not us.
So, yeah, Kyle did tell us a little bit about the night. Why don't you tell us about your perspective on it?
Did he tell you the activity?
Yeah, the world record for
Attempt.
opening bottles with his feet.
Yes.
When did you find out that was what he was doing that night? Because he also told us that he didn't tell you about it.
No, and that was the first thing that was jarring to me because I'm thinking we're just going to go to a bar and like get to know each other and it's going to be him and I. And like, I knew this was a bar that his friend owned. And so I'm like, oh, cool, I'll get to meet his friend.
Yeah.
But I did not expect all of his friends to be at the bar. And I
Yeah.
certainly didn't expect when we walked into the bar for them to be chanting his name.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
That must have
what?
felt pretty cool.
No, this is like horrifying for me.
Were you thinking that a lot of the people there thought you were just a groupie?
I kind of think I lost the ability to think for a minute because I just was like in shock.
So wait, at that point, when they're chanting his name, you still have no idea why.
No.
Oh, no.
So after the chanting like dies down and his friends are coming up and like, hey man, you ready? And he tells me, he's like, okay, here's the thing. I'm going to try to beat a Guinness World Record tonight. I was like, what? And then he tells me what it is.
Uh-huh.
Again, what?
Yeah.
So are you saying the reason you're not calling him back is because of just the surprise of finding out what the activity for the night was?
Well, that's one reason, but there are more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're there and we're like, things are settling down and like, I'm feeling a little better and this is going to be okay. And I'm like, it's just a silly thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So he goes over like against the wall and he takes off his shoes and he's doing these feet exercise things against the wall.
Stretches.
Okay.
There's just something about being barefoot in a bar that grosses me out.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of like gag worthy.
Uh-huh.
And so then like I'm going toward him to like see what kind of exercises he's doing. And his friend intercepts me and is like, so glad that Kyle brought you, but you can't really talk to him right now. And like, you need to leave him alone because he has to focus.
Oh.
no.
Are you talking like 5 minutes before he does this thing or?
I don't know what time he's going to do his thing. So So I don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder what Kyle would think about this because, as you probably know, Abby, Kyle's been on the other line listening this entire time, and he wants to talk to you.
I forgot that part.
Oh, you did.
Oh.
Kyle, put your foot up to the speakerphone, okay? 'Cause we want to be able to hear you.
Hey, Abby.
Hi, Kyle. Hi.
So first, I just want to say I did not realize that my friends took you aside. I did not tell them to do that. That was way out of line.
Okay.
Sometimes your friends can be overprotective.
Yeah.
So I just want to say I apologize for that. And I'm not trying to make a joke here, no puns, but he really put his foot in his mouth.
Okay. That was a pun.
That was well done.
Nice, dude.
I approve.
Hey, that's a good start though, Kyle. I mean, Abby.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But something else that you didn't tell me that one of your friends told me that I just think is, I don't know, is that if you were going to break the record, that you were probably going to be gone for a while because these people in Japan had offered you a position on some game show tour over there to be a professional beat bottle opener.
Wait, what does that mean, Kyle? Explain.
So I didn't mention anything because I thought, oh God, I wish my friend had not said anything. But yeah, so you guys know lots of wild things are really popular in Japan.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So they also have there's a lot of game shows and even talk shows that have people do crazy things.
Yeah.
And one of them is doing stuff with their feet, not gross stuff. Well, sometimes it's gross, but not dirty.
It would all be gross.
So you're gonna be on one of these weird Japanese game shows?
There's been some interest, and it's not I'd be there for years. It'd be 3 or 4 months.
Doing a little tour.
It's kind of awesome.
I mean, it is kind of cool. If you're going to be good at something, even if it's weird, be the best, right? Tour.
Yeah.
What a story, in your life to be well, let me tell you about what I
Okay,
did.
guys,
Yeah.
he didn't get the world record.
That's
Yeah.
But he's still working on it.
But-
I think it's awesome.
Sure, I mean it's pretty cool, but maybe if you're planning to head over to Japan really soon, it's not the best time to try and start dating someone here.
Yeah, but nothing's for sure. There's never good timing in life, Jeffrey. And Abby, you like traveling. That's what he said. He said he saw on your profile that you like to travel.
Yeah, I do. I've actually always wanted to go to Japan.
But he doesn't need her. No, listen. If he wants the ladies in Japan see his feet tricks, he's going to be sworn with the ladies.
Okay.
Do you think you could tell your boss, hey, can I get 4 or 5 months off work? I'm going to go watch my boyfriend open bottles in Japan with his feet.
No, I don't think that would fly.
Hey guys, can I just say though, money's not everything, but the kind of money that I would get paid, even as a beginner, I could quit my job. I would only have to work for maybe 5 months a year.
That's cool, bro.
There's some perks there.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, now Alexis
I'm
thinks he's
interested.
hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
My feet can do a lot.
I mean, that's not too bad, though, either.
Does that change
Yes.
anything for you, Abby?
I don't know. I guess it's kind of more interesting than I thought.
And it's a
Yeah.
reason why he was taking it so seriously, right? There's actually something on the line here.
I mean, you have to look at all the positives from this date. This is a guy who is committed to something very, very deeply. He's passionate. He's going to travel with you. He could possibly only work 4 to 5 months a year.
That'd be
Strong
so
feet.
sweet.
If you ever order a beer at a nice restaurant, he is going to be the coolest person ever.
Oh, yeah. Just
Right?
opening all sorts of stuff with his feet wherever you go. So I think maybe you should consider going out on another date with him. And if you do, we will pay for that date.
Ooh.
I think I will.
Yay!
We did it.
All right.
Abby, I promise you won't regret this. I'll make up that first date. I will keep my shoes on the whole time. I promise.
All right, shoes on, but clothes off.
That is so awkward. That is so awkward.
Second date update.
We've got Mia on the phone for a second date update today. And Mia says she feels bad about what happened on her date.
Uh-oh.
Now, Mia, the rule is you only have to feel bad if you made them cry. So, did he cry?
No, he didn't cry.
All right, well, then you shouldn't feel bad, okay? Your conscience can be cleared and you are free to go. You're welcome. Have a good day.
I don't know.
He's kidding.
It sounds like she's about to cry right now. Mia, it's a joke. Sorry, he's being sarcastic.
Not really, though.
Okay.
What'd
All
you
right.
do?
Well, listen.
Okay, maybe we should learn more before I jump to
Yeah.
conclusions,
Now
okay?
I want to know.
Tell
Come
us
on.
about this guy. What's his name?
His name is Steve.
Okay.
Sounds like a crier.
Well, no, he didn't cry. My friends at work actually set me up with him. He works for the company, but on a different floor, so I've actually never met him.
Oh, blind date. I always like to know, how are you feeling going into this blind date? Hopeful, doubtful?
Oh, I was feeling good. I was excited. You know, it's just been kind of like dry for me, and I was excited to get out there and like meet someone that my friends actually said was really cool, you know?
Okay. And were your friends right?
Yeah, he was like really cute, and we were talking at the bar, and I like to just kind of like talk about things right away about relationships. And
That's good to want to talk on a date. That's a positive.
no,
But not everything right away.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Exactly. Are you talking like you just opened it up with like, I have 4 exes. I'm over 3 of them, but 1 still having issues.
Oh, by the way, here's my number.
Yeah.
no, it's just funny, like how people think about relationships, I guess. And
Yeah.
I was asking him, we were talking, and I said, you know, I think that you should always share everything with your partner. Like in healthy relationships, you don't hide anything. You're really open about everything with each other.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah,
Totally.
but not everybody does. I can see why that's an important thing to talk about.
Are you saying you lie, Brooke, in your relationship? Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
So you think everything needs to be shared, no secrets.
Yeah, but then he said that he thinks it's not healthy to share everything, that there should be boundaries and certain things that you don't, that are off limits, basically.
Okay. I could see his point too. I mean,
if it's not important.
How did that sit with you?
I don't agree. I said if you're not sharing everything, then you're hiding something, and that's obviously going to poison the relationship. You know?
I see.
So wait, did you guys start out your first date with your first couples argument?
That's what I was
This
gonna
is what
say.
it sounds like.
It wasn't an argument. It was just a spirited discussion, you know?
Sure.
Like
You're
we
like,
were-
give me your phone right now. Who are you texting?
I mean, that is a pretty intense way to start off a
Yeah.
date. Like, did things get lighter later?
No.
Oh.
I said, let's test it. And I pointed to a girl across the bar, and I said, do you think she's attractive?
Why would you need to know that in a relationship? That is
Mia.
a terrible question.
You want this date to go badly,
Yeah,
don't
no.
you?
Yeah, you're like
No,
confronting him.
I just wanted to show him what I was talking about, you know, prove my point. And then he said, I'm not answering that.
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah, way to go, Steve.
How could anyone answer that properly? If he says yes, then you're going to be mad, right? You're going to be jealous. If he says no, then you're going to think he's lying.
Well, no, if he's honest and says yes, she'll say, thank you for being honest.
I don't think so.
Or maybe he says yes, and then the girl comes and joins in on the date, and now it's a party.
Okay, now you're thinking like every other man.
Maybe the date could
Jeffrey.
go even
Yeah.
better.
Honesty pays off.
So what did he say?
Well, he said he wasn't going to answer it. And I told him, well, it's just a test. Let's just see how it plays out. And he was like, fine. Okay. She's a little attractive.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Safe answer.
Did you hit him?
Yeah. Did you hit him?
I said, what do you like about her?
Jeez, come on.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
What? Well, he's being so vague. He's not playing by the rules I'm setting up. He's
Well,
not being
maybe
honest.
he's probably just trying to be polite and not offend you by saying that there's this gorgeous woman over there and he's noticing all these amazing things about her.
I'd rather he be honest and tell me that. That's the whole point I was trying to make. So I nudged him a little bit. I was like, so you probably want to sleep with her, right? Wouldn't you do that, right?
Oh, jeez.
Mia,
Look, I've had your back up to
This doesn't sound like a healthy relationship. This sounds like an unstable relationship already where you're incredibly jealous.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, will you just please shut up and let me finish?
Okay. Okay, finish, Mia.
Okay. So then I said, if you lie to me, Steve, I can tell. I'll be able to tell. So just tell me the truth. And so then he finally admitted,
Oh my
yes,
God.
I'd probably sleep with her. And I didn't think he was going to answer and say that. And it honestly, like, pissed me off.
Oh, no.
So you asked for the truth and then got pissed at it.
But she's trying to set the
Well,
boundaries.
I just didn't think he would answer at least that quick.
Yeah, I know. Really rude.
Oh my
How
God,
rude,
Mia.
Steve.
So is that the end of your date? Like, did you guys continue to hang out? You're pissed at this point. What did you do?
Well, I got kind of quiet, and I mean, he could tell. He said sorry, and I told him it was okay to find someone attractive, but like, why would you say that you want to sleep with her?
Oh, come
It is not his fault. You shouldn't have asked the question,
Wait,
Mia.
hold on. This is probably why she feels bad, right?
Oh, my
and that's why she wants to
God.
call
And then
him
you
now.
were like, you want to marry her too? You want to have babies with her too? You want to open a 401k with her?
Okay, stop being ridiculous right now. This is serious.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah. You're the okay.
I'm being ridiculous. Okay.
So what happened next?
I mean, the date fizzled. It was done. I went home, and I mean, I just cried a lot. Not in front of him. I cried at home.
Okay.
And,
All right, Mia.
you know, I just feel bad how, we just paid for our drinks and left, and it was really awkward and weird. And I just feel bad about how everything went down. And I think I freaked him out because now
Yeah.
he's not calling me back.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely freaked him out.
Are you feeling a little bit of remorse about how this all played out, though?
Yeah, duh. I feel bad, okay? How many times are you going to make me say it? Obviously, that's why I'm calling you guys.
Okay, no, you sound remorseful, I guess.
Oh, my God.
I'm just,
told you.
Okay, so you want us to call Steve and you want to just explain or apologize or
Yeah,
what exactly are you looking to do here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know why he's not calling me back. And also, yeah, explain a little bit and tell him I feel bad and I don't want this to be the end of us.
Okay. And are you like, is your new standpoint that you're not going to ask those type of questions anymore?
Okay, stop asking me stupid questions. Can you just call and try to get me another date? That's why I called you guys.
All right.
All we want is
Okay.
honesty, guys.
No more questions. We're just gonna play a song. We'll come
is a
back.
mess.
We'll call Steve and we'll try and get you a second date update.
Great.
Okay. Here we go. Hold on. If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, we've got Mia on the phone, and Mia is feeling regretful about how her first date played out.
Is she? Yeah. It's questionable, but okay.
I'm hesitant to even recap it because I'm afraid I'm going to say it wrong and it'll make her mad. But the sticking point that happened on the actual date is the question, should you be honest and share everything with your significant other?
Absolutely everything.
That snowballed out of control.
Because her date, Steve, thought that some things need to be kept private in a relationship, but Mia disagrees and think you should always be 100% honest. So she tested that theory by asking her date point blank if he would sleep with a lady sitting across the bar from them. And poor Steve gave in and said yes.
Yeah.
Well, he was asked to be honest, right?
Well, that honest answer was a little too honest for Mia. And now here we are. Hard feelings on both sides. And Mia has said in her own special way that she feels remorse and she wants to make things right with Steve again. So Mia, what do you think? Was that recap accurate?
I mean, I guess those were the facts, but I don't really like your tone, guys. I feel like you're not really on my side, or...
I'm on your side. I'm trying.
I'm going to say, I am having a hard time, Mia. And I'll tell you why. It's not because I don't think that honesty is great. I just think that you're asking questions that don't matter in a relationship. Like, it doesn't matter if he's attracted to another woman. What matters is he's with you.
I guess that's your opinion. I disagree, and it matters to me. So you don't know my life. You don't know how I feel about things or what I've gone through. So maybe that works for you, but not for me.
I want to apologize, Mia, on behalf of Brooke. She is just in a really crabby mood today. She gets really upset whenever she hears people that sound like they're really in love and that they actually have a chance, and she gets really jealous and lashes out. So that's probably where it's coming from.
You're right.
Brooke,
yeah.
where's the apology?
I'm not apologizing.
Okay.
But Mia,
wow.
you know what?
Sorry, Mia. I apologize.
I hope through all this that we all learn something together, okay? I think that should be the goal right here.
Okay, can we just stop talking about it and call him?
Okay.
right.
Sorry, we have to recap.
Okay.
It's radio.
I'm just going to dial the phone number right now. Here we go.
Why are we even part of this?
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Steve, please?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Steve. My name's Young Jeffrey from the radio. Do you have a minute to talk with us?
The radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
It's FM, frequency modulated.
Did I win something?
No, not really. I'm calling because we do a segment on our show called a second date update. That's where if you go out on a date with someone and afterwards they're not calling you back, you can email us and we'll try and get a hold of them to figure out why.
Okay.
And so you recently went out on a date with a woman named Mia.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. I don't think there's a lot of mystery in why you're not calling her back.
She's calling a radio show to ask me if I went out with her.
No, she knows that you guys went out, and she recognizes that maybe things didn't play out quite the way she had hoped.
I don't know what she told you, but I do not mind talking about this publicly. The date was weird, man.
What specifically was weird to you about it?
Well, I mean, at first it was fine. She is attractive, and I had coworkers trying to set us up, so it was like, okay, if my friends like her, she's got to be cool, right?
Right.
So we're sitting at the bar, and she sees this girl, and she pressures me into admitting that the other girl is hot. And I kept trying to back off, being like, no, I don't want to do that. And finally, she just wouldn't let it go. So just out of pure frustration, I just went, yeah, I'd sleep with her.
Yeah. We heard that didn't sit well with her either. That although she said she wanted the truth, she didn't really.
And I'm not that kind of guy, and I felt really bad.
Yeah.
Because I could tell it hurt her feelings. So I tried to make it better. It did not work. The date kind of fizzled out, and I was like, maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way. Maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought. So I was honestly planning on calling her back until I got to work.
Oh my God. You are a much bigger person than I think most people would have been in your situation.
Yeah, sometimes those fiery girls kind of excite a guy.
Okay. Well,
he's right.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of like that, but I also just didn't want to base it on one date. Maybe she just had a bad day or something.
Right.
Dude,
that's good. You're very open-minded.
And you got really bad luck, like sitting across from this gorgeous woman. Like maybe if she had pointed to an ugly girl, you would have been inclined to say no.
Mia's very pretty. Like, I wasn't trying to say this girl was more attractive than her, but I mean, she just wouldn't let it go.
Right, right. But you said it changed at work. What happened at work?
Yeah, because one of our mutual friends comes up to me at work and goes, "Dude, I heard what you said. Why would you do that?" And I went, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "You told me to her face that you wanted to go sleep with another girl at the bar."
Oh, dude.
She did not twist it like that.
She absolutely did, or at least my friend thought she did. So I go, "Hey, she asked me to do that. She wouldn't let it go." And then all these other people at the office are giving me weird looks. Like, I don't know, can I curse on the radio? Because I'm a little frustrated now that I'm back into it, because I felt like an asshole. And, that's what she asked me to say.
Right. No, she told us. I told her, I was like, yo, there is no way any person should ever ask another person in a relationship if you'd sleep with somebody else. You're never going to like the answer.
And we weren't in a relationship. It was the first date.
Right.
Well, we obviously have a lot of differing opinions here. I think we all need to get on the same page. Okay. The only way to do that is to let you know, Steve, that Mia has been on the phone listening this entire time.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she wants to talk to you. Mia?
Steve, hi. I'm sorry. I just don't know why you're so upset about this.
I'm sorry, guys. I cannot believe this. I mean, really, honestly, though, at this point, it shouldn't surprise me. I mean, listen, Mia, I will tell you why I'm upset. You made me look like a jerk to everybody at work. Yeah. You didn't tell them everything that happened about how you said people in relationships need to share everything.
Okay, I didn't give them the whole story. I told them exactly what you said to me on the date.
Oh,
did you not say you would sleep with her? You said that, right? I just told them. What was I supposed to say when they asked me what happened or what you said?
You asked me to tell you that.
Mia, are you delusional? I feel like you're living in this altered reality. Not only did you ask him, you pressured him, and he didn't say, "I'm going to go sleep with her tonight." Yeah. You said, "Would you sleep with her?" and forced him to answer.
Okay, first of all, shut up. Second of all, I'm talking to Steve and asking him a question and asking him about if he had a problem with something that you clearly do, but we're different people, so let us just figure this out. You didn't have to answer, Steve.
Oh my God.
I told my friends the truth, and did you want me to lie about what you said? I wasn't going to do that. They said, well, I told them exactly what you said.
She's all about honesty.
But you didn't include the context. You didn't tell them that you made me say it. It's not like I just sat down at the bar and said, "Hey, my name's Steve. Oh, look at that girl. I'd like to bang her."
Okay, Steve, I don't appreciate you joking about how you wanted to bang that girl, okay? I already feel sorry about it. I already feel bad and already bad about the whole thing, okay? That's why I had them call you.
Hold on, Mia. Can I just ask you?
No, you can't. I'm talking to Steve.
Okay.
Not just me.
It's not your show.
Yep.
All right.
Mia, you need to relax, okay?
Oh, don't say
Okay,
that.
stop. No, that's just why I had them call you. Because you said something extremely rude, okay? At least you were being honest, and that's why I'm willing to give you a second chance, okay? That's why I had them call you.
Oh, I'm so grateful.
And Mia, what are you saying? I thought this whole thing was because you felt bad about pressuring him into saying that on the date.
I feel bad that it ended that way, but I also want to give him a chance to fix it.
So you're not taking any responsibility.
What would have been a good response from Steve in that scenario? What would you have liked to hear him say?
Well, the best response would have obviously been that he didn't want to sleep with that girl, but he did, and so now I want to figure this out and move forward.
Oh, my God. I feel like you guys are going to spend 45 minutes talking about that stranger that Steve wants to sleep with.
It was a huge chunk of the date, I'm not going to lie. That's why, it was just purely out of frustration just to get the conversation to end. I just went, I'd sleep with her.
Okay, Steve, you're not helping right now, okay? You should just be apologizing for what you put me through. God.
You know what, Mia? I will apologize. I am sorry that my friend set us up on a date.
Oh.
All right. No need to get mean and nasty now, okay?
All right. Well, you know what? If I'm gonna be 100% honest, I would sleep with both of them.
Hey.
I believe
And
that.
I honestly want to know if the two of you would go out on a second date. Steve, what do you say? We'll pay for that date.
Oh, sure.
Awesome. Okay, we'll send you guys out.
No, God, no.
Oh, that was
Oh.
sarcastic? That's so surprising.
You're supposed to be honest, Steve, no matter what.
Hey, Mia, listen, you sound like you could be a rad girl, and you sound beautiful, and you need to stop being so insecure, okay?
I'm not insecure. Stop patronizing me, you.
Wow, you know what?
Seriously.
You know what, guys? Can I just
Clearly
say
don't
one
get it,
thing
and I
real
don't want
quick?
you to weigh in any more on this, Brooke, okay? Like, just leave.
I have a headache.
Sorry,
Guys,
bro.
I just want to tell you, I am so happy that this is on the radio because all of our friends at work can now hear why things didn't work out.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
And they all know, Steve, that you would totally sleep with that woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they all know that you would sleep with someone else on a date when you're on a date with your coworker.
Okay.
Stop, Mia.
Second date update.
We got a guy on the phone for a second date update today named Austin. And Austin went out with a celebrity.
Ooh,
I'm
for real?
jealous.
He didn't say who in the email, but
You can't when you date celebrities. That's what makes it cool.
Ooh.
I'm going to take a guess and go again with Paula Dean.
What?
Why always her?
Well, somebody's got to be dating her.
I don't know.
Well, let's find out. Austin, you bagged the butter queen?
No, I did not go out with a celebrity chef, especially not Paula Dean.
Okay.
I think she's married
Now-
to Jimmy.
Man, I'm 0 for like 80 on those guesses.
Was it a celebrity like high enough where you had to sign an NDA, and that's why you can't say their name?
To be clear, it was actually someone that looked like a celebrity. They weren't actually a celebrity.
Oh,
Excited. I
okay.
was like, ooh, the Olsen twins.
So they look like Paula Dean.
Yeah, there we go. So tell us about the girl that you want us to call. What is her name?
So her name's Tanya.
Okay, and how'd you meet her?
Met her through Tinder.
Perfect.
And she, on Tinder, she's just gorgeous, 10 out of 10.
Catfish.
And I think she kind of looks like Khaleesi, from Game of Thrones.
Oh, is she the really super blonde one that looks like almost like albino?
Blonde, hot, blue eyes, mother of dragons, smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jose immediately thinks you were catfish. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, anytime it's like a 10 out of 10, it's too good to be true on Tinder, bro. I'm sorry, the hot girls don't need Tinder.
Mm.
I mean, that's definitely what I thought, too. But, I just pictured her on that dragon, and I was like, I just got to go for it.
So,
I understand.
All right. So you asked her out and you met up?
Yeah. So we went on a date at a bar.
okay.
I got there first, and then, she walks in, and she is wearing this dress that is just, so form-fitting. It's so hot.
Dude, you hit the jackpot.
I know, but all of a sudden, were you super nervous? Did it, change your feeling about the date?
Well, I mean, she sat down, right? And I just, immediately, I had to be like, you look just like Khaleesi. I don't know if you've ever heard that before. I brought a picture out, from my phone and showed her. And she, laughed. She blushed. She was like, never been told that before. You're so sweet.
Oh,
Thank God that's a beautiful celebrity that you're comparing her to.
Mm-hmm.
How was she besides hot, though? What about her did you like?
Is there anything else, Brooke, honestly?
Oh, come on. Yes, if you want to, date someone, there has to be more.
oh, boring.
What'd you guys bond over?
I'm a personal trainer, so we kind of got to talk about fitness. She was into fitness.
I'm sorry, why am I not surprised?
So you're hot too, then. Now we get it.
I mean, I don't want to brag and say I'm hot, but I could tell she was into me.
How can you tell that? Just licking her lips?
Something like that, right? I mean, something like that look in her eyes. I could definitely tell she was into me, but I wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have this kind of trick I do with this Zippo lighter.
Like one of those metal lighters?
Yeah.
I can tell this is going somewhere I'm really going to like.
Okay.
I'm being sarcastic.
What did you do?
So I can do a couple little things. I can put this little fireball in my hand. I can actually put a little bit of the gas in my mouth and spit fire.
Cool,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I know. We all have. We've all been 19 before.
I used to love my Zippo.
Dude, chicks love it. They're always so impressed. And this is definitely, not for amateurs. You gotta know what you're doing here.
Yeah,
That's true.
I mean, those sixth graders are really impressed by that
Yeah.
stuff. You gotta love those sixth grade girls.
How does this prove whether she likes you or not? You make it a fireball in your hand.
I mean, I can tell she already liked me, but when I brought this out before, I totally seal the deal.
Oh, so if there's any question, if
the
she was
closer.
hesitating, she'd be
Yeah.
like, you guys, tell all of her girls about the Zippo
And
man.
watch me burp fire. Now let's go back home.
You guys get it.
Yeah.
Oh my
All right.
God, did it work?
I mean, she does.
Hey, sounds like it did.
Yeah, I know that noise.
So I invited her back over to my place, and like she's about to say yes, and then she's kind of like reluctant. And I'm like, what's up? What's going on? And she said, I don't trust myself with you.
Oh, dude, that's like the best thing a girl can say to you.
It's not. It's such a lie. Come on.
So much. I don't trust myself.
I had the perfect line back. I was like, hey, I don't trust myself with you either, and that's a good thing.
Oh, look at you firing back. I'm guessing that didn't work.
No, it did work. Are you kidding? No. We got in the lift. We went back to my place.
Oh, you did?
Wow.
So you don't trust each other, and you instantly went to your
I like
place.
how, like, not trusting each other is literally just saying, let's go hook up.
Yeah, we're not going to fight this anymore.
Yeah.
All right. So how did things go back at your place?
Things went really, really well. Like, we had fun.
Play Twister?
It is something like Twister.
Hey!
Oh, my God.
Twisting around.
Okay. But did something awkward or weird happen or something? Because she's not calling you back, man.
Nothing I can think of. Like, it was like such smooth sailing. She was into me. I was into her. But yeah, now she's not responding.
Dude, this sounds weird, but do you think she used you?
That's not weird. That happens all the time.
Really? I always hear the other way around, but not hot girls.
She could have. I'm definitely good looking enough for that, but I really liked her, so I'm kind of disappointed.
Okay. See, yeah, you were thinking of more. That's good.
All right, Austin. Well, let's find out. We're going to play a song, do a couple fire tricks, come back, and then we'll call Tanya for you and try and get you your second date update, okay?
Oh, man, that's great.
All right, hold on. Hey, Austin.
Hey.
I really want to do this second date update, but I don't know if I can trust myself with you on the phone.
Oh, my gosh. What a line.
I mean, I get that a lot. I'm really serious.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God. You won me over.
Brooke's right. Girls do always say that.
Oh, yeah.
I only heard it once, so that's why
It's like the only classy way to say, yo, I want your junk.
If you're just tuning in, Austin met Tanya on Tinder, and they met up at a bar where he did some fire tricks with a lighter, and she told him, I don't know if I can trust myself with you. And he was like, I don't know if I can trust myself with you. And before you know, they ended up hooking up, and ever since then, though, she's stopped talking to him.
Now they really don't trust each other.
Yeah, there's zero trust now. Like, not in a good way anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. She really won't call me back now.
I mean, the way you described it is everything went just perfect.
It did.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely sure. I mean, she hooked up with me on the first date. What else do you want?
Yeah, you can't really do more.
I don't know. Maybe you weren't that good in bed. Have you ever thought of that, Austin?
Ooh, don't hurt his ego.
All right, I'm sorry. You got to shut your mouth right now. That is not an issue.
All right.
We'll find out, won't we, Austin?
Yeah, maybe we should ask Tanya where the issue lies. We're gonna dial her phone number right now and try and get your second date update, okay?
That's great.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Tanya, please?
This is she.
Hey, Tanya, how you doing? My name's Young Jeffrey. I work on the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. You have a moment to talk?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh.
What? Am I like on the air? Are you?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Oh my God, Jeffrey, you cannot.
No, she sounds cute.
Hi, Tanya.
Hi.
Oh, she's hot.
Oh, wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting this.
All of the men in the room need to calm themselves.
Jeffrey's blushing.
I am. Okay, sorry. We
wow,
wanted to
okay,
talk
don't know
with you,
what to say.
Tanya.
We really like Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Could we talk with you?
Why?
I talked with you, huh?
Yeah. Shut up.
Is this your first time talking to a woman?
All
Can we
right.
hang up and call back? Like,
Tanya.
Brooke, you do this one.
Tanya, a person you recently went out on a date with called us to get a hold of you because apparently you're not calling him back.
Oh, no. Okay. Who is it?
His name is Austin.
Oh, no. Gross. Ugh.
what? Gross? No way.
Oh my God.
Austin
He
sounds
is
great.
gonna die when he hears that. Oh.
What makes you say gross?
Well, like, at first I was into him or whatever, but, like, I'm not anymore.
Is there something that changed? Because his description of the date, everything was perfect.
Yeah, he told us everything that happened that night.
He told you, like, everything?
I mean, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
You said you guys went to a bar. He did some cool lighter tricks for you and got you back to his place where you guys apparently had a really good time.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, I guess all that's right or whatever, but, like, afterward, things happened, and I'm really not okay with it.
Like things in the bedroom happened or things the morning after happened?
No, he just, like, after that, he just, like, really crossed the line and made me realize he's, like, a total asshole.
Whoa, that's a strong word.
Really?
What did he do?
So my sister sends me a text, like, a few days later with a screenshot of Austin's Instagram profile.
Okay.
And she's like, do you know this guy? And I was like, well, yeah, I went on a date with him a couple days ago. And she told me he's been blowing up her profile. Like, liking all her photos, leaving heart emojis on her pics, like flirty comments and stuff.
So wait,
On your sister's Instagram profile?
Yeah, on my sister's Instagram profile, not mine.
Whoa.
Wait,
Hold on.
He's hitting on your sister.
Yeah.
Did he find her through your social media pages? Is that how he found her?
I mean, that's what I'm assuming, yeah.
Oh my God, that is gross. Why would he do that?
Hold on. Is he like complimenting overly or is he just liking a lot? Because he could just be nice because you're her sister.
Oh, no, the comments were not acceptable. They were not appropriate.
Whoa.
Like what? What did he say?
Stuff like, nobody should be able to look this hot, and then, like, leaving 3 heart emojis afterwards.
I mean, sounds pretty innocent to me.
What? Jeffrey!
I don't know what the problem is there.
I mean, like,
That's crossing the
he even, like, called her, like, so during the date, I'm not sure if he told you this, like, he said that I looked like Khaleesi or Daenerys in the Game of Thrones series.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really sweet or whatever, but then he said the same thing on one of her profile pics.
Oh, no.
Well, you are siblings, so you probably look alike.
Yeah, but come on, come up with something else. I'm with you, Tanya. That's ridiculous. I would be pissed.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, it's gross.
Well, maybe we should ask him directly because, Tanya, we didn't tell you this, but Austin's been on the other line listening and he wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God, shut up. He is not.
Yeah, he
Are you
is.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Austin?
Hey, boo.
Ugh. Don't call me that. That's gross. You're so gross.
That was
How you doing?
What?
Have you been listening to the call, Austin?
I mean, yeah, I've been listening to the call, but, like, she's totally off her game right now. I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh, my God, that is such crap. Like, I have proof.
Wait, are you saying, Austin, that you didn't comment on her sister's page?
I mean, I commented on his page, but, like, it was just, like, being friendly and, like, supportive. Like,
That's
I don't know.
no, that is just bull. Absolute crap. Comments that you left sounds like you wanted to hook up with her, and you probably do, but that's not you went on the date with me.
I'm not trying to hook up with her, but, like, yeah, I mean, those comments are, like, I think something anyone would want for their sibling, you know? Like, maybe it'd be cool if, like, someone like me, like, dated someone like her. I'm not saying it would be me, but, like...
Oh, dude.
I'm so confused.
Oh, my God.
So theoretically.
So, Austin, you think that somebody leaving, like, heart emojis and saying how hot someone looks, that's a very nice and friendly thing to say, not a sexual
Absolutely.
thing.
Like, I would love if, like, chicks did that for me. Doesn't mean, like, you should be jealous of them.
No.
Oh, my God, you are such a mistake. Do you have a brother? Do you even understand what that would, like, feel like?
There's like
I'm with her for sure. Like, if she left those comments on your brother's page, you'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if, like, maybe, like, you're just, like, insecure about, like, this. Like, I mean, I feel like...
Oh, man, you gaslighting MFer. What is wrong with you?
Okay, hold on, Austin. Maybe you have a chance to redeem yourself. Tell me this. Who's hotter?
Oh, my God.
No, you can... There's a right answer here.
No.
Who's hotter, Austin? Tanya or his sister?
Do not answer this. There's no way you could answer it right.
There's, like, season 1 and season, like, 8 of, like, Khaleesi, you know?
Season 1 and season 2.
It's a progression. I get it.
Which season is Tanya?
Tanya's, like, season 8. Like, she's riding on the dragons. Like, she's a badass right now.
Oh, dang. Tanya's hardcore.
Does that make you feel better, Tanya? You're season 8, Khaleesi.
I mean, I don't know, man. What is he gonna say next? Like, he's also eyeing my mom, and she's like at the end. I'm like, what? Like, look, I'm gonna block him. I'm gonna have my sister block him, and God, I'm gonna call up my mom and make sure she blocks.
Oh my God, you may want to talk to your cousins and stuff too. At this rate,
I mean, even your dad.
God, phone tree that.
Austin, you screwed up, dude.
I guess just like you're too insecure to handle Austin.
You just sleep next to your little Zippo lighters and do what you need to do, but that's ridiculous.
We're gonna sleep next to something. It won't be Zippo ladders, though. Thank you, honey.
Oh, you used the honey.
All right.
Wow, this is ending well.
Speaking of lighters, I'm feeling a little fire here. So this feels like the right time to ask. Tanya, would you be willing to go on another date with Austin? We'll pay for it.
You couldn't pay me to go out with him on another date.
Oh, we tried.
Yeah. It's shocking.
Fine, then. I'm just gonna hit your sister and let you know right now.
Oh,
Thanks, hon, but both of us are way too classy for that crap.
no.
I mean, I wouldn't be too sure. She's definitely the kind of girl who would fall for a fire trick. I know that.
Hey, it wasn't me falling for anything. I thought you were a sweet, nice guy, and I was just wrong. Big mistake. Mistake on both our parts, I guess.
It's funny that you say it's like it's a big mistake, 'cause that's not what you were screaming when you were at my house.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? That's fair. You're a one and done, man. That's all.
I like you, Tanya.
Well, no second date for you, Austin. I'm sorry.
I mean, that doesn't matter. Whatever. I'll be out with her sister by the weekend.
Well, if that doesn't work out, you can always slide into my DMs. Leave some comments on there, okay, bro?
Always follow